Yeah, so welcome. Good morning, friends. My name is Amit Kumar Murmu, and I'm your host today. And this is the day fourth of 21-day debate challenge. So here we are gathered for another interesting debate because debates are always interesting. So your topic, guys, for today is as we know that no, directly jumping onto the topic. The topic is that should history be wiped out of the modern syllabus? So one thing, I mean, one team will obviously be in favor of it. They want the history to be removed from the syllabus because they don't like it, as I do not like it the as well. And the other team will be in against of it. They want history because they know the importance of it, and they, I don't know how, somehow wants it in a syllabus, and they want the other generation, our future generation, to read it and to gain from the knowledge. So this was your topic. Hope it is interesting. And now I'll divide you in groups. Before that, you can take some time and think about some pointers.
A few moments later.
Yeah. So guys, we have decided the teams. So the team is Karan and Nikita in one team, and the other people are in another team. Karan and Nikita will go against of it because like they are in a support of the statement that history needs to get wiped out for the future generations because future generation don't want it, and the other members of the other team wants it to be in the favor, like they want history to be in the syllabus for another more a couple of 100 years to like to get a future generation to get benefit of it. Yeah, so now we will begin the first round. And for the first round, I will ask the team leaders to come front and give the opening remarks. Yeah, so Supriya, you can open the debate by your opening remarks.
Okay, so as we are Team A, and we have chosen to be in favor that history should not be wiped out of the syllabus because I believe history holds a lot of the importance in the culture. Because from history only, people are aware that how to use these things, how to innovate our culture values into one's self. So that's why I believe history should not be mopped out at all. And moreover, history is something which is not only holding the values, but it is also telling you that what has been done in past and how you have to face those challenges. History is such a big motivator, and it is something which is very important in person's life to teach the values, to teach the culture, and much more is there. That's why I would like to favor this topic that history should be there into the syllabus. So thank you.
Good, nice. So to counter this point, I will ask Karan to give their remarks. You are on mute, Karan.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
So as my opponent Supriya said that it is important because it teaches many things to us. So I just want to counter that because in our Indian education system, we can see properly that the history we are teaching it, like the teachers are teaching us, it is not correct. Like they are teaching us mostly the foreign history, like the industrialization and all the stuffs, which is not at all important for ourselves. Like we need to learn about the modern, like the fighters, the ancient warriors which fought for us, fought for our land. So we want to know about that. But the teacher, but the history which is teaching right now, it is not correct. So it should be wiped out. So it's my counterpoint.
Okay, good. You have your own thing. So now I will ask Nikita from your team to give another pointer and a strong pointer, an opening pointer. Yes.
Thank you so much, host, for allowing me to give the opening pointer. So, as I represent Team B, and we are in the favor of the statement that history should be wiped out from the Indian education system in our modern syllabus for future generation. So, I would surely like to support my teammate Karan that history should be wiped out because when students attend history classes, it becomes very they feel very exhausted, and it becomes very hard to tackle those hard syllabus of histories and remember those dates. So because of that, they are not able to concentrate on the actual subjects, which are the technical subjects like math, science, which are the deciding point for the future career. So that's how I would like to end up my speech. Thank you.
Okay, valid point. Even I support you somewhere. So now I will ask Vishal to counter it.
Yeah. Thank you, Amit, for giving me the opportunity. Actually, I want to counter Nikta and as well as Karan's point. So, as Nikta told that history is a very lazy type of subject. So, a student become lazy at the time of while history class are running. And I also wanted to counter Karan's points. As Karan said, the history things which currently students are learning are not good history, or directly or indirectly it is not benefited with the student. So first, Nekta told that history is a lazy subject. So uh, uh, ex, allow I mean not only history is a lazy subject, there are also lots of subjects which are lazy as well as very much tough. So this is not the mean that we should uh, uh, web out from the syllabus. And also, as Karan said, uh, that we are not studying a good types of history. So I'm not agree with this, because NCRT is going to add Ramayana and Mahabharat in its syllabus, and also after sometimes and also we are studying like ancient history, medieval history, and modern history, which are very much important. Or from that, as my partner Supriya already told, that we learned lots of things from history, and also uh, we can study lots of things that already happened at past. So it is very much important.
Now you made the debate more interesting with your strong counter. Yeah, so from your team, I will ask Maheen to give another pointer.
Yes, I support to my teammate Vishal. We need to teach history because history teaches us about the mistake, what happened in the past, and if we wind up totally to history, so what about the Diwali? We enjoy the Diwali. So, in future generation, how to know. So, how to we celebrate the Diwali and Holi and like this kind of things. So we need to don't wind up history, because we need to understand our culture and our identity, from which country we are, and from our place we are. And this is from my side. Okay.
Good, nice. Karan, do you have something and like counter it?
No, Nikita have to counter it.
Okay, Karan, I mean Nikita, you can go ahead.
Thank you, host. I would like to counter the from team A Vishal's point that he said that there are many other subjects which are boring as history. So I would like to tell him that those subjects help us learn the logical reasoning, general aptitude, and they build our mental ability. So which is somehow good for our mental health also, but because it would exercise our brain continuously if we will solve those mental problems and highly tough problems like maths, aptitude, science, chemistry, and all those things. And in chemistry, there are reactions which helps us to analyze things, and in biology, there are subjects which is related to human health. So it's awareness about our health also, and it creates a sense of awareness of among students. So health is the utmost crucial part of any individual's life, and taking care of it and maintaining it should be very foremost concern. So if health is related to our subject, it is included in biology, then why should we prefer more over history, those subjects? So that's how I would like to end up my speech. So thank you.
Okay, now I will ask Karan to counter this. I mean, to give a strong pointer.
Okay, so if I have to give a point, so I want to raise another point that the history subject, like basically it is a subject in which like the knowledge is given by a teacher is not in proper way. Like in other subjects, we get some practical knowledge also, but in this subject there is only theory and we have to read it. So somewhere it did not grow us that much in that way, because like my partner said that it did not encourages the logical building and all the things. somewhere that knowledge is important, but the way Indian education system is teaching that subject, it is not appropriate. So that's why it should be wiped out. So that's my point.
Okay, good. So to counter this, I would ask Supriya to go next.
Okay, so as you guys are talking about logical things that we are learning from other subjects, let me tell you one thing. Our historical peoples has been so intelligent that they uh, build such temples which are not even possible for today's engineers to build. And without technology, they build it. So there was a logical thinking in their own mind that how they build those things. So from to learn those things, that how the bricks have been combined, how the turns of the stone was there, how it has been put above the that temple. It is a big logical minded people. So if you're not reading about them, then how you are going to learn that your historical peoples had that value to build such monuments, and you can also do something like that. I mean, you have that power. How you are going to come to know? It's because of history only you are going to come to know that that logical has been built, that thing has been made already impossible. I mean, that thing has been already a possibility. So how it cannot be done in modern world? They build such monuments without any technology, without any modern instruments. They build it. It was just a logical, it was just their mind. So you cannot just deny that people I mean, reading history does not builds logical thinking. History is such a important subject that it brings logical thinking, cultural values, and also that how we have been we have been evaluated such a longer period of time. We need to learn all that stuff. So that's how I would like to counter Karan's and Nikita's both the points. Thank you.
Yeah, Supriya, thank you. Thank you for your counter. Now I will ask some of your colleagues to give another pointer. Okay, Main, you can.
Okay, so I want to give counter to Nikita. She say about biology. So I am also biology student. So I want to say about biology. Scientists also also in the way to find old and historical bonds to get our from where we are come. So so this is so a biology subject also find historical things to prove the from where we are come and what we are from okay. So and also I want to I forget. Counter to Karan point is he say Indians teachers have not teaches well. So this is another point like another concept because this because if teachers study well, so this is a good concept. History is good concept, but this is another concept. If teachers are not well, so what the fault about the history? This is not fault the history. This is the fault of teachers and education system. So this is another concept. So this is from my side.
Now you're making it interesting. Even my thoughts were a little shaken up. So, Nikita,
Okay.
you can counter it.
No, I have to counter it. She have to give points now.
Okay, Karan, you can.
Yes. So, my counter for you is that, like she said, that it is not related, but the debate is all about our Indian education system, that it should be teaches us or not. So there's her point is invalid. So that's the invalid point from her side. And now another thing that she talks about the biology and all the stuffs. Yeah. So there is one more thing, like what like there is no, I don't think there is no need for us to know that where we came from. The main thing is that we should focus on future, that what we can build or what we can how can we grow. So it is not that much important in my eyes. So that's my point for you. That's my counter for her.
Okay, counter is done. Nikita, you can give the pointer.
Yes, thank you, host. So I would like to counter Supriya's point. She mentioned that in our history there has been built ancient monuments, historical monuments, and ancient temples in different parts of the country. So there has been complex carvings and all those sculptures which have been engraved in that ancient temples. So uh, all those complex things have only be possible if they would have studied architecture, if they would have studied engineering. So they would have already studied about those subjects, technical subjects like and science and maths, physics, and all those things, to apply all those logics and to build those complex carvings inside their sculptures and those temples. So they would have learned those technical subjects after they have after only they have achieved those things, that they have built such a great temples in history. So that means that these things are also contributing to it. So that's what I would like to counter Supriya's point.
Yeah,
And
this
also,
was a
I would like to,
yes.
I would also like to support my teammates' Karan's point that it is not important that from where we have come. The thing is important that where we are going in our future. So we should not consider our past. It is important that where are we going now in future. And there has been a very famous quote said that it is not important that from where we belong and from where we are. We don't have to remember our past. We just have to think about our future and construct our strategies according to the future perspective only. So, thank you.
Good. Now I want Vishal to counter this.
Yeah, actually, I also wanted to. I wanted to counter the team, both members, Nikta as well as Karan. So as Karan said that, the opponent team said that history uh, vibe out. Uh, but actually, I think lots of points, but suddenly the points uh, just left. But I have some points. I'll tell you the point exactly. I don't think there is Nikta and Karan wants that the upcoming generation read history like Ramayana, Mahabharata, like Granth. And I also wanted to tell you guys that there are, as Karan said, that history doesn't have any practical, like history student haven't did any practicals. So I'll tell you one thing. If you know about the uh, archaeological, the there is a uh, government body. The exact name I didn't know, but the Archaeological Survey of India, the government body. So if anybody did doctors like masters in history, so uh, he will also get a chance to did practical in Archaeological Survey of India, and he learned lots of things from there and implement in uh, uh, upcoming future. And also I wanted to support my teammates point, as Supriya said, we can learn lots of things from our past, or we can implement that things in our future. Like I'll give you one example. If you know about our Ram Mandir is totally based on our past architectures. So the Ram Mandir is going to live longer, hundred of years, only because of history. Because of his history tells us how can we made a structure like Ram Mandir that can live long, like thousands of years without doing any maintenance. So these types of things we can only learn from our past history. If we never learn the history, so we can't able to build that types of a structure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, strong counter and some great pointers in between. Yeah, Maheen, I want you to now get a pointer ready and give it to them.
Yes. Before the pointer, I want to counter the Karan's point. He say this is all about education. He mentioned that, but this is the debate about history wide up or not. So, but he mentioned this is all about education system. But no, it is he mentioned before. I remember. Okay, and now my point is inspire and innovation from the history. So learning about past invention and discovery can inspire our new ideas, all books, all people say us like tulsi. If we have cups, so what kind of plant we used to be fine, and doctors and everything are inspired by only history, not they are like immediately come and create their own this is what. Okay, they also inspire from the history what all the peoples write and live for us. So this is my point and counter.
Okay, Maheen, yes. Now Nikita, you have to counter it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, host. I would like to counter Mahin's point. She mentioned that while using basil leaf plants for curing coughs, then it comes from the knowledge of history. So that is also part of medical science, and which itself is a terminology included inside biology, that is science. That means we have to learn those subjects, technical subject science. And also I want to counter that many famous critics and many famous personalities and great minds argue that history should not be kept in our for our Indian education system, because historical records are really selective and biased, and they also reflects the perspective of who have been in power in history, and that can create marginalization also in our current society. It can also create a sense of partialism, and young generation can get inspired from all those negative aspects of history, only preferring those people who are in power, and getting biased um, and getting all those things. And we have battles which have been like very critical battles, very dangerous battles, which in which people have lost their lives. So it can also create a sense of violation spirits among the young generation, which is the future of our country. So that's how I would like to keep my point. So thank you.
Okay, good, Nikita. Now, Karan, you have any strong pointer? Yes,
Okay,
go ahead.
so I have a great pointer. Like we are debating for the history which is teaching in schools, but Vishal bhai said ki it is important to know our past, like Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana, all are important to know. Okay, but we are debating only about the school premises. But we can learn all these things inside our home by our elders. So it is not important to waste the time of the subject on that subject. So that's my point. Okay, because we can teach all the important things from our elders. And one mention, I want to mention one thing. Like till now, Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita did not teach in any schools. Okay, that's the fact. Okay, but we know all those things from our elders, from our home. So I think the history we know from our elders is more better than the history we are learning in school. So it is not important. So that's my point for you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Karan, good. So Supriya, now I want you to counter it.
Okay. So, as you said that history we can learn from our grandparents as well. So, let me just tell you one thing. Our grandparents have also read it from some sculptures only. Okay, it was not only in the existence since from the beginning only, and they knew everything. They have also learned it. And let me just tell you one thing. In our historical books only, it is mentioned that how our body, develops. It is already mentioned, and in the ancient temples also, which are already being taught in the schools, that how the temples are i mean built. So there are the designs of our the human body. So it's a great emergence for medical science as well. This is how I would like to counter Nikita's point, that it is already being mentioned in the sculptures itself. Okay, and the second thing is this: whatever you are saying that we can learn the things from our grandparents, let me just tell you, your grandparents parents will only tell you that about Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita and all those stuff. They are not going to tell you that how your ancestors fought, because they don't know in deep. They don't have that idea that how people have emerged. If you will ask them na Jallianwala Bagh incident only, they will just fail to tell you everything, because they are not just that much educated. if they would have that education, you can only gain from history subject only, that how Jallianwala Bagh happened, where the Kurukshetra is, how the these things happened. They can tell you only in only like a summary, but they cannot tell you in detail. In detail, if you want to study, then definitely you have to keep in mind that history is something which is important, that has to be kept in schools, and it is very important for our youngsters also to learn the culture. And if you yourself don't know about your culture, then definitely other one people will come and just manipulate your thoughts that your culture is just weak. So you need to learn history in that order. So that's how I would like to counter Karan's and Nikita's point. Thank you.
Yeah, strong body language and strong counter. So Vishal, I want you to give a pointer and a strong pointer. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Now I want to counter Karan's points, and I also wanted to correct Karan's knowledge as well. So as Karan said that the Ramayana and Mahabharata is currently not teaching in any school. So I would like to correct my friend's knowledge that if you see the Saraswati Sisu Mandirs and Saraswati Vidya Mandirs uh, course curriculum. So you will find in fifth class there is a subject called Mahabharata. I already read that subject, and also if you go in NCRT website, so you will find NCRT is going to add Ramayana and Mahabharata in its course curriculum also, and there are like after fifth class. There are also sub-subjects like Sanskrit in ninth and 10th. So here is also lots of Mahabharat and also Bhagavad Gita's lesson. All of the students are studying. So you are, I think, not correct. And now I want to counter Nikta's point. So as Nikta said, that there are lots of battle happened in past, and that impact very badly in our future generation. So I would like to tell you guys that the biggest battle of our past is Battle of Mahabharat, and from Battle of Mahabharat we learned Bhagavad Gita lesson, and Bhagavad Gita is a overall what I can say summary of our life. We can learn lots of things. There are lots of solution of our daily life problems in Bhagavad Gita. So if we never learned about history, we are not aware of the Battle of Mahabharat, or we are not able to solve our daily life problem so easily with the help of Bhagavad Gita's lesson. So thank you so much.
Good, Vishal. Nice. So Karan, you need to counter it.
Okay, so I just want to mention one thing. Like my opponents don't give pointers; they are giving just counters. Like Vishal bhai only give counters to my and Nikita's point. So that's not any additional pointer to that debate. So I don't think so. Like I have to defend myself. But one more thing, like Vishal bhai said that that some schools are teaching those subjects, but that's the issue now. All the schools are not teaching the same things. Somewhere we are not even know about like there is no existence of Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana in books. So I think if there is no if there is no teaching about that things which is important, so it should be wiped out. So that's my point, my counter for
Nikita,
Vishal bhai.
you need any. I want a pointer from you.
Thank you, host. So I would like to give my pointer, and I would like to support my teammate Karan's point. And before just giving my pointer, I would like to mention that I strongly respect my holy epic books and like Mahabharata and Ramayana. But I would like to say that these books have been already in our culture, so we already know it, and we somehow already inherited it from our ancestors. So there is no need for additional knowledge in schools. We can also read about during our worshipping in temple. And one thing that Supriya mentioned that in the battles like Jallianwala Bagh and Kurukshetra, we need to remember all those things, whatever happened in the history and those dates. But there has been certain violence in those cases, and there has been people have lost bloods on those incidences. So why we should remember all those dates which has created violence and that would impact our youth, our young generation also. So that has been created violence in history.
Yeah, good,
So
very
that's
good. Yeah, so after Nikita's good pointer, I will ask Maheen to counter it.
Yes, yes, I have. So I counter to Nikita. She say once about terminology. So scientists don't know first how neem work, how other kind of plants work. They don't have dream and seen dream and directly go and make a medicine to neem do this, tulsi do this kind of this thing. They also know it from the story how they work, because there are lots of plants. They don't if they time to each one plant to taste and make medicine. So I don't think what medical medicines are present. They are not present for now, because of stories. We know about this kind of medicine and this kind of knowledge of plants. What plant do this and what plant has a nature. And one more counter I have to Nikita. She tell about the battle. So there are so many battles in the past. So we don't now generation don't get any negative thing to battle. They think like, if we do again the battle again one more battle, so we can lost everything. So we are a new generation learn from the past battle. If past battle, so we past battle, we don't need to do again any battle and war to now, because if we do better, we can lose everything, like the example of Nagasaki and America do mistake to use bomb on Japan. And Japan lost so much. So other country don't want to use. And if this battle not happen, and so now many country maybe use this kind of atom bomb, and maybe all world are finished yet. So this is my counter to Nikita.
Yeah, so we are done with all the counters and pointers. I don't know how long it goes because I was so immersed in the debate itself, and you guys have no idea how the chats were going because I can see the chats, but you don't, and you can see the faces as well. So this was a very good topic, I guess, to have a good debate on, and I really enjoyed your debate. And as a host, I would find myself lucky person that I was not in that field and I was like very safe here and watching all the movie in front of me. It was like a movie. So good point, good pointers from both of the team and good counters as well. I was like previously I was inclined towards the team Nikita, and slowly when Supriya and Vishal gave their pointers and Mahin also with their pointers as well, I also kind of inclined to their point. So it was like a roller coaster ride. Firstly, I got to their views as well, and then I inclined to them. So it was a kind of roller coaster, but at least I will consider those counters which has some real value and which made me to like really think of their side. And I will consider those pointers only because nobody remembers all the debate. They remembers only those pointers that hit and that made a value. So I would definitely pause the record.
A few moments later.
So after banging my head for a long time, I got to this conclusion that although I were previously inclined to not to have history as our like in our this thing, and throughout this conversation and throughout this debate, I came to know about different aspects from both of the team members and from both of the sides, and now I came to conclusion not about this debate, but like it can go along, like it can be a debate tomorrow and date after tomorrow. But for this debate, I will consider only the pointers and the counters as well. So I guess that Supriya and the team has the best pointers and counters, and they have successfully uh, counted all the pointers, and they had little more valuable pointers as well. And now I am going inclined to them, and I will uh, announce them as the winner of this debate, considering their good pointers and counters as well. So yeah, with this now, I will end today's hottest debate, because it was a hottest debate. You guys still can't see the chat. I can see, and with this now, I will end today's meet, and I will ask you guys to like this video, and if you guys want to be a special guest to this kind of debate in future, you can always reach to us, and we will proudly and thankfully accept you for one day guest. So with this, I will end today's video. Thank you so much.